Welcome back to Funliner Reacts. We are here, and today's video is all about Carolina Crown. Carolina Crown, Woo! Carolina Crown. They had an amazing year this year. I think that their show was pretty cool, and their brass line, as always, was incredible. And we were down on the field listening to them. We were at the lots. They were awesome this year. So definitely going to take an extra look at the horn line this year, but also we're going to watch the entire show. We're going to give our thoughts. But before we give our thoughts, let's learn a little bit about the show. We're just going to pull up the Carolina Crown. Is it on the website?
Yeah, I got the website pulled up right here. I'll give you guys a little taste. A legend told for centuries, the boy who would be king, compelled to embrace his destiny. King Arthur assembled a court of brave, fierce, and honorable followers who pledged their lives and loyalty to him. Their shared vision to create a kingdom where justice, harmony, and the noble principles of chivalry prevail. And Camelot, the court and stronghold of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table, was the epicenter of their dreams and mystic quests. Yet, even in a realm of loyalty and honor, forbidden passions lurk. A flawed hero, the gallant Sir Lancelot, surrenders to the beauty of Queen Guinevere, and the love affair becomes a tale of secrecy and betrayal, igniting a spark that weakens Camelot and serves as the catalyst for its eventual downfall. Arthur becomes weakened and vulnerable, and as the sun sets on his reign, he finds himself haunted by the weight of his choices. He questions whether the sacrifices made were worth the cost. Will his story and his Camelot be forgotten, or will they be forever remembered and revered?
Carolina Crown is proud to present our 2023 program, The Round Table, Echoes of Camelot.
Thank you for the incredible narration. You should be a voice actor. Amazing. But
Maybe,
I
don't know.
The story is a very classic, epic story. It involves love, jealousy. It's a very epic tale, and it fits Carolina Crown very well. So, let's take a look.
Cool. Yes.
Very
I love all like
salute.
the eyeshadow too. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, the uniforms have,
Performing their 2023
a
program,
picture of, I guess,
the
Camelot
Round
on
Table, Echoes of Camelot.
Got some chainmail kind of looking
International
thing.
is proud to present Carolina Crown.
Here we go. Wow, this bro is majestic
So
for
cool.
real. Bro's
He
majestic.
is very majestic for real.
Oh, the foot timing. The foot timing of the chair carriers.
Bro, this French horn player nailed it every time.
He's very, very good.
It's also the sound, like the slurring. Ugh.
I mean, Carolina Crown just like attracts brass like fanatics, and they have a lot of great players, and this guy is a great example of that.
Oh, the visuals on the left side here, I love.
Yes, very, very clean.
Oh, I love a good horn move too.
Great sound. Wow. Very,
Come on,
very good.
man. It's so rich, sonorous.
Oh, I love the visual there.
Great feet. Yes.
They're very spread out. They're all the way in the back of the field, man. Those tubas are all the way back there. Woo!
Nasty. It just keeps pressing down on you.
Wow.
See, it's such a still sounding horn line. And what I mean by that, there's no holes. There's no like sort of wave, like tuning tendency issues. It's just like a brick wall that just keeps pushing on your ears. And it's almost like the sound disappears. It's like a full body effect. And Carolina Crown has been the expert of this for the last couple, I guess the last decade, you know? And it's really cool to see how not only that's the sound quality they're producing, but they're doing that in an incredibly spread out form.
Yes. Yeah.
It's just awesome.
And when you have forms that are that spread out, like think about it from a brass judge perspective. Like the brass judge is walking along that front sideline, and when they're so spread out, like he can really single out an individual sound. And Carolina Crown got perfect achievement, right? Got 10 in achievement. Like that brass judge walked across the entire front sideline, listening to every single individual, and deemed that it was a perfect 10 out of 10.
Which is insane.
So that's very, very impressive, and I think it's rightfully deserved for the most part. So
yes.
Yeah, really cool to see. But yeah, let's keep watching. Let's keep going. All right, this percussion was really cool to see.
Yes.
The change in percussion staff and writing.
It's so musical.
You know, I gotta say, they don't sound the cleanest, but I think it might be like the sticks that they're using. It looks like they're using like almost like piccolo sticks, like smaller sticks, but
yeah,
it doesn't quite sound as like hard-hitting clean as like a lot of the other drum corps, at least in the snare section. To me, as a non-drummer.
Yeah. Okay, front ensemble, just ripping.
Yeah,
into
really
those
great
keyboards.
front ensemble.
The little mellow rips.
Yes, great guard moment too. Great guard moment.
Yo, also, Carolina Crown introduced some high trumpet players to their drum corps, and you can hear the icing on the cake. It sounds so good.
This is a cool feature for the snare line though.
This motif here.
Great.
Oh, that's so cool.
Nice guard.
See, brass feature.
They're moving around the horn for sure.
That little inflection there's awkward to play.
A little bit of fuzz on those triple tongues there.
Woo!
Very cool.
Man, when they open up, it's so strong.
Yeah, I mean that's hard. I mean, they're playing in pods, but those pods are spread out, you know, like across 40 yards, and you know that is a difficult feature to play, especially if you're a brass player and you know how hard some of those intervals are. Like, they definitely got a lot of credit for that because and then they added more. Like, you know, I remember in our first look video, I was like, oh, I wonder if Carolina Crown is going to beef up their book. They did. They did quite heavily. There was a lot of extra notes, and I think that did them very well. So,
agreed.
Yeah, cool feature. And they sounded really good down on the field, too. Again, it's another situation where it's like, if you're not there live, you don't get to see them live, you don't quite get the full effect of how great they sound. They really, really sound very, very good, especially when you're there live. So, yeah.
Okay, cool choreography in the back.
Oh, the synth is so loud in this. in the sound and the mixing here from Flo, or maybe from Carolina Crown. I don't know. Nice, great play from the mellows. Though.
I love this visual
locking
of the
into that interval. Yes, and matching the timing of that half count in the kind of passe walk they have.
Yeah, and the releases too. Neat cleaver releases. They're moving too.
Yeah.
They really got burnt on their visual analysis. That's tough drill. To do that while playing, look at this jazz running now. Yes. See, the simultaneous demand of like there are like jazz running and marching, but not only that, their musical content are really long, sustained phrases, which many drum corps just don't do well because you hear feet in the sound, like there's not enough control of the upper body, there's not enough control from player to player, and so little people poke out. Like little things poke out from person to person. And, you know, the judge down there, like Everett was saying, is like walking one by one. And to deem it all perfect means he doesn't hear anything. There's nothing. It's all still. Even when there's jazz running happening in front of him. And that is a huge accomplishment, a huge achievement. Yeah. It's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, they were, and, you know, you can tell the trust from the design staff in terms of having these forms that are so spread out, like, especially this year in this show, like, a lot of their big forms are just really, really spread out, like, really long forms, and so that's, you know, that's something that you don't quite notice necessarily because they sound so good and they do it so well, but it's like, dang, they're really spread out, so, yeah, really cool to see. All right, here we go. Great timpani player too.
Yeah, she's amazing.
And this front ensemble writing is great.
All is full of love.
I don't know how I feel about the vocal sample. It's a very interesting sound, and I'm not necessarily the hugest fan.
Cold attack.
Wow, great timing front to back, left to right, front to back, with these euphoniums here. Beautiful.
Both of these soloists were just impeccable.
Just the perfect amount of vibrato on that note.
Yes.
In the right time.
And just the tone too. It's so rich. A little timing there, little issue. It's hard. It's super exposed.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, man.
Did not hear that on finals night. When we were there. I didn't hear that. I didn't notice that. That sucks.
Floating in the upper register on the trumpet. But delicate to play high but soft. And then beautiful octaves.
Yep.
And then toe down marching, which is interesting.
Ooh. Match the tuning a little bit there on that upper note. But the timing responsibilities too, as it's kind of fluctuating.
Diminuendo.
Very rubato timing, yeah.
Oh, that little sweep of the foot. And the mellows, just the transparency of the run.
Yeah, they move together really well. Like, the
Yes.
timing of their feet is very good.
Oh, this ballad. Grow.
Nice from the guard. Cool moment.
Man. It just keeps going. Mellows take it home. And it resolves. Oh. Ooh, that release too. Oh.
Woo! I love this section.
Man. Yeah, Harmon Mute feature. Oh, and see how tight it is? That is so hard. Herald trumpets. Man.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad they had a good night because that wasn't always good.
Yes,
and that was good.
Honestly
that sounded
the best
great
I
on
heard
finals night. Yeah, it was rough in some points of the season, and even on like semis or even prelims, like some of that stuff was not sounding very good, and they locked in on finals night. The timing of that was great, so it was cool to see that.
It's really hard. Like the tenors too, they're playing very similar material, but they're like kind of far back, and then you're watching the hands at the same time and hearing that like a couple like 10, 20 feet behind you. And then, of course, the demand of picking up a cold instrument that isn't the trumpet you've been marching on. And Herald trumpets play definitely very different than a regular B-flat trumpet. So, like, that's crazy. And I'm glad that they had, like, a successful night. Because, that's really, really hard. So they pulled it off.
Yeah.
This is insane. What an insane tuba feature.
Cool writing from the percussion. Woo! Oh, huge sound. I like this form too. Very cool. The contras in the middle.
Hear that lead trumpet? Come on, Crown. Feet.
Woo!
That's crazy.
A little bit of fuzz.
That's so hard. Oh my god. And then a screamer. Yep. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Insane.
That's
insane.
Good. I mean, there was a little bit of timing fuzz in some of those double timing sections, but again, like seriously, from like a member to member standpoint, like being down on the field, like hearing those, like there's so much clarity. There's so much clarity and like good foundation from member to member of like just quality of sound, especially on that up sound on the tongue when you're doing the double tonguing, the matching of the notes of every single one of the dugga, like they do it really well, really well. Yeah. And there was just a little bit of timing fuzz left to right, but they locked in and they finished it really well. Yeah.
And that's the timing issues. Like, I mean, obviously the brass judge, he's only sampling what's right in front of him, so he probably doesn't even hear like the side to side from 10-yard line to 10-yard line issue. That's for the music analysis judge, exactly. Yeah. So, like, I mean, it's just the demand of all those really intricate like triple tonguing, double tonguing, like, and then extending into the high register, which Crown rarely does, is just like so freaking cool to hear. It's just amazing.
Yeah, a screamer at Carolina Crown.
I know what's going on.
All right, let's keep going. The drama,
jealousy, envy.
They need to just hire you to do the voiceover, the narration.
I should, guys. I should.
This quartet is great, too.
I love the sound quality here. Come on. That's a collegiate sounding quartet. Oh, come on, trumpet player. I love her sound so much.
This is cool composition musically, just like the changing of the timbre, these electronic elements, like just all of this cool stuff transitioning us to the end of the show. I think it's very well done.
Oh my god, that entrance from the trumpets is so strong. Look at the spread. I mean, come on, guys. Like, look, they're almost at the end zone. They are at the end zone now. That's insane.
Dude, call back to 2015, guys.
Yes.
Call back to 2015 right here.
Oh my God, they sound so good.
I love that. Okay, I love that they do
Yes.
that. That's like the third show they've done this where they've played that same piece of music. I don't know what it is, but they play the same chart that they did in 2015. And it's such an epic piece of music, and it like just harkens back to that amazing year, and like hearing that now is just so cool. But yeah, I mean,
I like how they do it.
Oh yeah, go ahead,
I like how they do it tastefully. They're, you know, it's like it's not an entire section that's dedicated to, you know, what they played years ago. It's just like, what is that from again? I feel like I've heard this. You know, you have to like you have to go swimming for it. And then of course, like people who have watched 2015 Inferno, it's like, oh yeah, it's from that show. It's like they want you to kind of discover it on your own, and it's cool when you finally do. And it is so epic, and it's perfect for this epic story.
Yeah. And the other thing too is like just noting how you were talking about how they're all the way at the end zone. Like literally like some of the members are in the end zone.
Insane.
And like that's just a trust too of like from the members how they teach how to watch those hands and like religiously just like focus in on the hands and trust the hands. Like that's hard to do.
Yes. When we were on the field to hear this on semis, and like I remember that moment specifically. It was like there was just like a pop from the right of like, I looked over there, I was like, oh my God, all those trumpet players, I'm talking like deep, like second, third trumpet players were on that side there. And they were so confident coming in with the hands, even though they were on the goal line, that the sound all hit me at the same time because they were so confident just coming in at that very moment. And that's why their phasing is so minimal compared to other drum corps, because they have so much confidence in their horn line.
For sure. All right, here we go. Last part of their show. They're booking it all the way to the end.
Yeah, they're moving fast. Rotations.
Come on, Mellows.
Ooh, that's hard.
Well, a little bit of form control here, though, with this circle. It's hard to do, but a little bit of dirt there.
There's the crown. Ooh, bro, this show is so exciting. Oh, I love this show,
Joe
man.
Roach from Fort Mill, South Carolina, Carolina Crown.
That's always so satisfying. You know what I mean? Like, it's just crowd pleasing. Like, it is crowd pleasing, okay? That's just a fact, but it is so satisfying to just see that. Like, the crown at the end, everything, it's just... it hits so good and it feels so good. Like, you know, what a way to end a show, and a great show at that. Like, I do like this show. It grew on me over the season. I think that it kind of like, at first I was like, okay, this isn't a little safe for Carolina Crown, but I think that the music selection and the visuals that they put in the show, they grew on me a lot, and I think that it was a really cool show to see. And it's just like, you know, this will go down as like a very highly executed Carolina Crown show, you know?
Yeah, like this show definitely grew on me too, but it was cool to see, like, this show is a stark contrast from the show from last year. Like, their show from last year was like supposed to be a fun, quirky, like, ooh, scan the QR code, get the crowd hyped up. Like, this to me is like more traditional Crown, but it was pulled off on sort of in a more modern, especially with like the percussion book being so different. But like, just the package of their show this year had old school elements and modern elements. Obviously, it was a show about a story from centuries and centuries ago. But like, I just loved the way they executed it. I mean, the horn line is back. You know, that horn line was just so powerful, and it definitely is something that I crave to see from corps like Carolina Crown in the midst of corps that are doing really interesting, like corps like Blue Coats, who are always doing something sort of just, I mean, like if you compare Crown's show to Blue Coat's show, those are just on totally different spectrums. So it's nice to have a corps, I mean, on both sides, to have this embracing this sort of design and this sort of palette. And it's just, yeah, I mean, I feel like Crown's back, you know, and I really am excited to see, you know, where they go from here, and I think they should be super proud of the production that they put on this year. It's one of my favorite shows that Crown has done. So, yeah.
For sure, man. You know, at the end of the day, I think that you guys have, like Alan said, like a really, really cool production, and I'm excited to see what you guys do next year. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, thank you so much. Leave a like. Make sure you subscribe. We have a lot of people that watch our channel and don't subscribe. Please subscribe. It helps us out. And leave some comments. You know, what do you think about the show? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Why? Let us know. We read the comments, and let us know what you want to see next. But more reaction videos coming soon. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.